sent so much stuff. I'm so famous that listen, I open things and one of four things happens. I like it and I keep it, and it's a real plug that I give.
Hmm.
Or it goes into consignment, meaning like, if she has like a pair of Gucci, whatever, or Chanel, she puts her high-end stuff in a consignment pile and sells it, right? You have a Birkin, you want the money back, you sell that. The second pile, other than consignment, Sarah's already rolling her eyes. So consignment, if you have Prada, Gucci, Miu Miu, Louis, you're going to sell that. That's consignment. The other pile is donate. Just give it away. Give it to people that it's so low end, she can't do anything with it. And then she's saying the third pile, give it to like I donate stuff. Housing Works, your old clothes, so someone could use it.
Hmm.
And the
Hmm.
third pile is Poshmark, which is for charity. So if it's not Gucci and Prada and it's not worthy of donating, she can maybe get a couple of shekels for it. She'll put it on Poshmark, make the money, and the money goes to charity. Now, those three piles seem likely to me. Like I have a consignment. If I was going to get rid of my Gucci bags because I parted ways with Gucci, I would consign them. I'm not giving them my Gucci bag away. I want $1,000 if I paid two. It's lost its value. I also, donate stuff. I donate tons of clothes to Housing Works in New York City. And then there's this third category. So I didn't think that was strange. I do agree with you. Like, if it really is for, why not have a Be Strong store? Like, hey, everybody, anything you buy here, it's from me, the great Bethany. Not for
Why are
nothing.
you doing Robbie Jones? And then, by the way, because the New York Post is now, they're on this story.
Oh, boy.
Page 6
Really?
went on to say that DMs sent between Bethany and Jay Logan, they viewed, and Bethany accepted the designer's offer to send her something and shared details about her location in Miami. The outlet also stated that the items were removed from Poshmark after Bethany's team was contacted and that the store's username now has been changed to Posh Glammy. Now, why? That is so shady to me because not a nickel is going to be strong,
And not for nothing, if
uh,
you're
in my
going,
opinion.
no, I mean, you might be right. If you're going to raise money listen, there are people out there,
100%.
let's be honest, that will say, this is ugly, I'm not buying item A. Now, there are people that will say, this is ugly, but wait, it's for Bethany. This touched Bethany's body. I'm going to buy it.
There
She
you
could,
go.
people would buy certain items because they're from Bethany and or money from to be strong. So that is the part I find strange. You only change your name to me if you don't want people to know that the rich, filthy rich, flying around the world, private jets, filthy rich Bethany is in need of money, perhaps.
So also, I mean, this kind of
Right?
this brings us to the next, rumblings online.
Okay.
The rumblings now are that our girl Bethany needs cash. Do we think that's true, or do we think like, hey, she just likes to work? Because I will say, and I signed up for it. Let me see if I can still find it in my favorites. But it came up on my page the other day that Bethany is now speaking
Yes.
at a virtual online conference with Lance Armstrong. And a lot of people are like, okay, we're now going to complete grift. This is just such a fraud. So I don't know. And it's one of those things where, because I was like, oh, this is interesting. I'm going to sign up. So I sign up and, they're like, it's free. It's free. And then, of course, you enter your email and it's like, wow, would you like to upgrade to see like your favorite celebrities? And I think there's somebody else on there. I want to try to find it. Anyway, um, I don't know. What do you think here? I mean, the rumor is things
You
are going
know,
well for
well,
Miss
you
Beth.
know who did a lot of these, and I never understood it, like Barbara Corcoran, Damon John. They were always involved in these things that were free, and same thing. It's free, but if you upgrade, you can. So I got the impression they were paid by the corporation somewhere, like somewhere. But I mean, I see what you're saying. Well, listen, I have some news for you. Earlier this week, on Tuesday, we just released a show and we asked Psychic Robin, did Bethany move to Florida because of all these reasons she said about? She says she woke up in the middle of the night And I guess Bryn was in the Northeast and she was down there, and Bryn she has to put in, was taking a private plane, semi-private plane to get down to Florida. And it was raining and storming. And Bryn had a very important volleyball thing the next day and she had to take a test. And Bethenny was like, this is stupid. Just get down here. Don't come tomorrow if it's whatever. Just get here today. And I guess she got in at 3 in the morning. The thing was at 5 in the morning. So she was staying in a hotel near the airport or something, because that's where the thing was. And Bethenny said, one of her friends said, you know what? I'm 5 minutes away from the hotel. I'm getting up at 3 a.m. I'm going to go pick Bryn up and bring her to the volleyball tournament or whatever the big test was. And Bethenny broke down and said, this is a family. This is a community. Here in Florida, I don't have that in New York. This is this is what she said. This is a community, and it just hit
Don't
me.
come up with anything. Okay.
I need a family. Bryn needs a family. These is now, I do have to say, I said this on, listen, the psychics have spoken, so I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go and listen to Psychic Robin has talked about this. I asked her this very question. But like here in Sag Harbor, I have to say, in LA, Sarah, where you love it so much, I don't have as much of a community in my building. And here in Sag Harbor, I get calls in the winter. David, hope you're enjoying hanging out with Sarah Fraser in Los Angeles. We need to tell you, it is the coldest winter we've ever had. We need to go into this isn't the building. This is their job. This is like a neighbor. I'm concerned. Are you sure you left your heat on right? And are the pipes? And could we go in? Did you mind? We're going to talk to the front desk. Okay, David, we lowered your heat for you. What a lovely community I have here in Sag Harbor.
I know you do. I
I
know you
walk
do.
down the
That
street
is
and
true.
people are like, excuse me, girlfriend, you didn't tell us you were back. It's a small, lovely town here. So maybe this is true that's what Bethenny had.
I am craving going to lunch, which is like a famous little restaurant out there in the Hamptons that has like a $45 lobster roll. I
That's
mean, I
pretty
used to
much what
date a
it
guy
is.
who he loved Montauk. We went out to Montauk, we'd stripe bass fish,
See?
and we'd go to lunch. And there was
A
another
Duriez. You sat
famous
at Duriez where it says the end. You sit outside, you have all you know how much the lobster Cobb salad is? Now,
$55.
let's all sit down. It's a
Oh, I
huge
do love a
salad.
Cobb salad. Love it.
It's like 100 and something dollars. But let me tell everybody going to Durier's, skip the salad because it's more Cobb than lobster. And just right, get the $45 lobster roll because it has more actual lobster in it than the big salad for like $100 because it's more salad. But it's not for one. It's like a big salad.
Love a lobster roll. Okay, so what do you make of all this? Like she's great at staying in the headlines. We can wrap up the Jay Logan thing. She says he's just desperate, fame hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Came back at that and was like, Bethenny, I have dress stars way beyond you, sweetie. You are minuscule compared to my clientele. You're a grifter, and I'm calling you out. And it does seem as though they're going to return the clothing items to him. So, and now we've updated the Poshmark store. I mean, it's a little, I don't know.
And by the way, now we know your name. So I mean, do you want to change your name? Look, I could see Bethenny being a little embarrassed that like she's hawking shit on Poshmark. And by the way, I don't know. I just find it like, is it possible she has? Look, a lot of people have said even back then that this $120 million is very
From
overstated.
Skinny Girl, yeah. I
It's
wondered that.
very overstated. And,
Well, did she have other investors? Didn't she have other investors? So, I have a friend. He owns the company, or he's one of the owners of a company called Snacklins, which went on Shark Tank and got a deal with Mark Cuban, and it is veggie snack chips. They're valued at, I don't know how much, 15 million, let's say. And they're growing it to then, of course, sell, like do a $50 million deal, right? But my friend isn't going to get, my friend is going to get millions of dollars, but he's not going to get like